A stunning view of the moon.
Hey, Kevin,
It might indeed, David. Well said. Thank you for that report. The starters for the Portland Trail Blazers. They've got Giles, Damian Lillard out there with Rondé Hollis-Jefferson. Then it's Anthony, and it's Nurkic in at the center, locking down the middle. And for the Mavericks, they've got Marjanovic. Richardson is out there with Luka Doncic. And there's Porzingis, and it's Finney-Smith in at the 3, the small forward. Now here's Porzingis. Shot clock at 5. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game. Chris, it doesn't matter if they're two of the best teams in the league or the two worst. When these guys get together, these rivals, it's always fun.
Yeah, Kevin, you're so right. When it's a conference rivalry, that's even better. They know each other so well, and that doesn't make them friends.
Here's Lillard. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
A pick-and-roll master. You got to respect how decisive Lillard is. I mean, he often makes great decisions.
Richardson outside. Dallas moving it around. Here's Doncic. And Doncic throws it down.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
No, but his teammates love that kind of energy, fellas. I mean, dunks like this demonstrate leadership.
Now here's Lillard. Count the basket.
Such a smart play. Lillard willing to take the jumper from the mid-range.
And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Dallas Mavericks. And Greg, Josh Richardson's a terrific ball handler out on the wing who can create for others.
Richardson gets a lot of assists per game at that wing position, not just looking to finish plays, but also to create for others. Very well-rounded threat on the offensive end, and that gives this team another dimension in terms of playmaking.
The pass to Lillard. From deep three-point range, the Trailblazers rebound.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Trying to take advantage of that extra space on the perimeter. We see a lot of this now.
Count it, good.
Well, not a big guy, but Richardson has no fear of the contact. I mean, he stays strong and gets his finish.
Now, Hollis-Jefferson. Lillard outside. Pass to Nurkic. Back to Lillard. Jacks up a 3. Lillard again missing.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3.
Doncic feeling it out. Banked in off the glass.
And with good length and athleticism, Doncic not only gets to the rim, but boy, can he finish.
First quarter of play, we're about 3 minutes in. Nobody near Lillard. Again, the miss by Lillard.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Pass to Finney-Smith. A 3-ball. And it's Portland with the rebound. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Lillard from outside, and it's Lillard again missing.
This quarter has been hit or miss for him. Mostly miss.
Marjanovic passes to Doncic. From the high post. No good on that one. So the Trailblazers will take it the other way. Hollis-Jefferson can't hit.
Man, when the ball's in his hands, that's as high percentage as he gets. It's just a fluke miss.
Here's Richardson. And Damian Lillard pulls it down. Trailblazers trail by 4. Got it. Good job in the low post. Lillard's got 6 points.
Oh, it's easy to appreciate Lillard. Fantastic at powering through the D and nailing the shots.
And so Doncic will bring it up for the Mavericks. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit. That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Hardaway's checked in for Dallas. Jalen Brunson comes in for Luka Doncic. And that one's good. Marjanovic.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Cullen passes to Simons. Outside, Jones. Passes it to Simons. Back to Jones. There's the pass to Simons. Now, here's Richardson. Pass to Porzingis. Back to Brunson. That one falls.
Oh, I love it. He's working the ball down low. Always a good plan of attack.
McCollum outside. Shoots over Brunson. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And we reached the end of the first quarter. The Mavericks on top. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And guys, what's your take so far on the Mavs?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Old school approach. If you have a favorable matchup inside, just keep pounding it in there.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the floor for Portland, we've got Hollis Jefferson, Robert Covington out there with Collins. Then it's Enes Kanter, and it's Simons in at the point guard position. Here's Powell, and good that time. Powell's got the lead up to 8 now for Dallas.
You got to love the decision-making from Willie Cauley-Stein. I mean, aware he must keep improving as a passer.
Pass to Covington. Hollis Jefferson with it. Brunson covering. Kanter against Cauley-Stein. Here's Hollis Jefferson. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
Really strong rebounding on the interior, and he gets the easy putback.
And now we've got the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Derek Jones, he's checked in for Portland. McCollum comes in for Rondé Hollis Jefferson. Pass to Kleba, and there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Yeah, even a slight movement is going to catch a ref's eye. I mean, they're trained to focus on that.
Here's Simons. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Trailblazers moving the ball around. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Flattening the lottery odds, Greg. Do you think that's worked out as intended?
You don't hear as many predictions about who's going to get the 1 pick or the 2nd pick. I think that's good for the players and the fans. You don't want anyone rooting for you to lose.
No, absolutely not. Now here's Brunson. Out to the right wing. It's deflected. Fast break. Here come the Trailblazers. He lobs it up.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, you can tell they love to get out and run when the opportunity is there.
Brunson the pass to Pop. Back to Brunson. It's stolen by Jones. Here's Simons. Kanter picks up the loose ball, but he was in the backcourt. They'll give it up. And some changes here for the Mavericks. Nelly is checked in for Willie Cauley-Stein. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Maxi Kleba. And Doncic is subbed in for Jalen Brunson. Here's Doncic. The shot is good. And so is his shooting tonight, 3 for 4.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off. And it was interesting how the Dallas franchise sold its fans on Doncic. Ownership told them, think of a 6'7" Steve Nash. Isn't quite the shooter Steve was, but is only a teenager. Great vision. Boy, he can really pass it. And it turns out Doncic is all of that and more.
And so it's Dallas with it after the missed 3 by Carmelo. To the inside. Here's Melly, and the layup is good. Now it's a 7-point Maverick lead.
Oh, good interior offense. Those passes have to be right on target.
And even Nash himself called Doncic a dream prospect.
Yeah, he said Luka was big and mobile enough in the modern game, can guard multiple positions, has a skill set, a winning mentality, and those leadership qualities. Steve Nash sounding like a future GM.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Marjanovic checked in for Powell. Porzingis comes in for Nicolo Melli. And Josh Richardson subbed in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And here is Doncic after Damian Lillard was able to get the 3 to go. Trying to get open is Marjanovic.
Oh, they've tailored their offense around him. And let me tell you, he loves playing in this system.
Lillard outside. Down low. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Lillard.
That's just a needless giveaway. You got to make the defense work for their turnovers.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Collins is checked in. Mavericks leading by 6. The pass to Richardson. Collins against Porzingis. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Here's Lillard. 9 points in the game so far. The shot's good.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
The Mavericks have gone a sensational 5 of 5 from the field since the start of the second quarter. Doncic with it. 8 points for him. Pass to Marjanovic. He kicks it to Richardson. Shot clock at 6. Near the 3-point line, it's Doncic. No good there. Excellent D there from Anthony. Trailblazers trail by 6. Moving it up. And it's Hollis Jefferson with the jam.
One of the few guys in the league who make a lead pass like that. Oh, just a fantastic look.
Here's Doncic. And Doncic throws it down.
Has the vertical needed to dunk it. Doncic showing off the power and flair that he possesses.
Lillard outside. And so it's Dallas with their lead. All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the
2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. Dallas has the edge here at halftime. They have a 6-point lead. Kenny, give us your take. And
we've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. One guy who's getting it done is Lillard.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look they wanted.
Yeah, working the ball, getting clean, quality looks. I mean, just efficient basketball through and through.
We got Maxi Kleber. Hollis Stein is out there with power. Then there's Hardaway, and it's Brunson in at the 1 spot. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. 2 on the clock. Jones for 3. It's rebounded by Dallas. Powell with it. Jones covering. And the dunk by Powell.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
The coaching staff has to be upset. You can't give the opposition easy baskets like this.
And here are the Trailblazers now. The Mavericks making the shot. Simons, the pass to Covington. Powell with the steal. Inside. And the dunk by Powell.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Here's Simons. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. And Portland turns it over again.
Not a great play on either end. Bad delivery and way too late to react on the catch.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. Paulie Stein finds Kleba. Dallas moving the ball around. Here's Powell. Can't hit that one. And the Trailblazers going the other way. Here's Hollis Jefferson. And he makes that one. Hollis Jefferson's got his third bucket of the night.
I like to see this Lillard patient reading the D. He finds the open man.
Pass to Brunson. Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. Dallas again missing. Trailblazers trail by 8. And foul call. Looks like they had a clear path to the basket. He'll be shooting 2 free throws. And they'll retain possession. First trip to the line for him here.
Well, Melo made his way back into the league last season. He was immediately a heavy minutes player for the Blazers. Looked good as a third scoring option for the team. Oh, you can get spoiled watching him at the line. I mean, you just expect him to make every one, every time.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. And Portland with a change here, too. McCollum's checked in.
And with Melo not having to bear so much of the scoring load, I think was good for him.
Yeah, especially since he took about a year off from playing. Melo had to take a long look in the mirror about how he can help teams win during his absence. But he clearly has something left to offer.
He's perfect from the line this time. I know you appreciate this, Greg. So much of defense now is closing out on the three-point shooting and then protecting the rim. Consequently, pull-up jump shooters are super valuable. And there are a lot of good ones in the NBA right now.
No doubt about it. And Kevin, you know, you think about a few guys. James Harden, I mean, he shoots that step-back three, but he's a guy that, because of his ability to utilize your inability to defend that three-pointer, Kyrie, Dame Lillard, those are some guys. Chris Paul still as good as anybody in that mid-range area. C.J. McCollum. These are guys that have really feasted and carved out a nice niche for themselves in the NBA because of that ability to take and make jump shots.
Man, I love that list. You're right on. Simons, he's checked in for Portland. And here's McCollum. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Here's Nurkic, and finished off by Nurkic.
Oh, and all Nurkic needs is good positioning. Once he has this, dunking is easy.
A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. It's good on the putback. And the Mavericks lead by 8.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Here's Simons, guarded by Doncic. McCollum outside. Here's Giles. McCollum passes to Simons. Back to McCollum. Clock at 4. Off the left rim and out.
Oh, he did everything right there except hit the shot.
Here's Porzingis. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Well, coming into the league with immense potential, Porzingis has already fulfilled much of it, already an all-star. But you know, Greg, there are still areas he's working on.
Yeah, he's definitely getting stronger and more physical. You'd like to see him make the next pass a little more often when a teammate has a better shot. But if he can just stay healthy, boy, the sky's the limit on what he can accomplish.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Marjanovic. Maxi Kleber comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Hardaway's checked in for Richardson. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Luka Doncic. Here's Brunson, following the basket by C.J. McCollum. Back to Brunson on the wing, Hardaway. Outside, Porzingis passes it to Brunson. He dishes it to Hardaway. Cauley-Stein tries yet again. Hardaway, no good. Trailblazers trail by 7. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
Yeah, just superb focus there from Melo, overpowering the D and still finishes.
This will be his third free throw shot of the game. Now, Kleba. The third quarter comes to a close. Mavericks lead by 5. And we'll... How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
I mean, well, if you're the coaching staff, I mean, you're pumped up. This highlight will not only make it on the TV, it'll make it into the film session tomorrow.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. On the floor for Portland. Robert Covington out there with Collins. Then it's Rondé Hollis-Jefferson. Then it's Anthony. And it's Simons in at the point.
But sometimes you don't need a haymaker, just a jam. You got to get those easy looks inside.
Simons surveying the D. Covington finds Anthony. Here's Collins. Simons, the pass to Hollis-Jefferson. A shot by Anthony. Nobody around. Wide open, couldn't capitalize. And he commits the intentional foul. And some changes here for the Mavericks. Marjanovic checked in for Melly. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Hardaway. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Jalen Brunson. The Trailblazers also changing it up. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Zach Collins. Jones comes in for Carmelo Anthony. And Damian Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simons. Fast break, here come the Trailblazers. All going up court. Covington's shot is off. Dallas leading by 7. Here's Marjanovic. Nurkic with the block.
His coaches and teammates like this type of energy. Nurkic demonstrating that he can be an anchor on the defense.
Finney-Smith can't get it to go. And so it's Covington who brings up the ball for the Trailblazers. Here's Nurkic. Jones, no one around him. The rebound by Marjanovic. Marjanovic has got 6 rebounds in the game. And Lillard is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. Nurkic with the block. That's out of bounds. The Mavericks able to retain possession here. Harry Giles is checked in for Robert Covington. Here's Doncic. Score the basket. It's number 6 for him this game. 6 for 9, 67% shooting.
The inbound play works to perfection. You got to love to get those quick hitters.
And the pass to Hollis-Jefferson. Lillard outside. Portland no good that time either. Mavericks leading by 9. Doncic with it. Lillard picks him up, and that's an intentional foul. And Portland making a change here. Covington's checked in. On defense, Portland. Nothing doing offensively yet for them in the fourth. Near the three-point line, it's Doncic. With nobody on him, he carries the jumper. Doncic has got 4 points this quarter.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
You have to go to your best scorers. I mean, it's a smart strategy, and so far, it's paying off in this game.
Three-pointer, Lillard. The Mavericks pull it in.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Porzingis lays it up and banks it in. Porzingis has got the lead up to 13 now for Dallas.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
Oh, and they're showing no signs of letting up. I love this approach right now. They value each possession.
Nurkic can't hit.
Oh, the defense with no impact at all. Just didn't have the feel for his jump shot.
Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Covington in the corner. To the paint. Nurkic kicks to Giles. Three-pointer, Lillard hands it from downtown.
His three-point shooting is an important part of his game. Lillard has to hit that shot all night if he wants to keep the D honest.
1:31 left in the fourth quarter. Now, here's Doncic. There's the three. Rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got 5 rebounds tonight. Covington's shot is off.
I mean, that can happen to anyone, but it's ugly every time it does.
Oh, man, you just want to go find some place to hide, man. It's almost impossible to miss that.
Doncic against Covington. And Doncic throws it down.
And there's no doubt about this one. Playing with a lot of confidence tonight. It's a statement victory for the Mavericks.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, you know, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching many lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought their overall shot selection was better.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Luka Doncic.
He was doing everything right, and the points came in bunches. Definitely had the hot hand.
He gets it to fall. That makes it just a single-digit lead.
You can't do a lot to stop Lillard. He's amazing at absorbing contact on these drives.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Doncic outside. And the dunk by Doncic.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
And you know they are, sure. I mean, come on, the finish line is in sight. All they have to do is play it smart.
So we see the Mavericks taking the win here. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Thank you for joining us. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Alongside Greg Anthony and Steve Smith with David Aldridge and the Clippers starting five. They've got Paul George. Marcus Morris is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Patrick Beverley. And it's Zubats in at center. And for the Mavericks, they've got Porzingis. Doncic out there with Richardson. Then there's Marjanovic. And it's Finney Smith in at the small forward position. And the wide open shot from Morris. The three-pointer is right on target. Deep benches tonight, Greg, on both sides. This seems to be a growing trend.
You know, teams are digging deeper than ever before, even getting into the two-way contracts that give you depth past your top 15 guys. One, you're trying to protect the investment in your big-ticket items, your franchise-caliber players, but you got to keep an eye on the future in terms of player development. That's another area where the league has really changed when you look at the makeup of these rosters.
All set. Now the pass to Finney Smith over Beverley, and it comes off the front of the rim. LA's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Outside for George. And now just over a minute played here in the first. Morris passes to Zubats. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed assist.
And how about the setup? Man, Morris keeping his head up. Beautiful assist.
Doncic with it. Leonard picks him up. Doncic feeling it out. 6 to shoot. Kicks it out to Richardson. Dallas needs to get off a shot. That's good from Doncic on the assist by Richardson. Doncic has got 5 points so far. Passes it to Leonard. Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. There's the triple. Porzingis with the rebound.
And even without that three-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
And the dunk by Doncic.
And when you want Doncic, he's one of those guys who kind of just slithers around until he finds an opening, and then bam.
Here's Leonard. It's rebounded by Dallas.
And Smitty, with LeBron getting into his late 30s, KD coming off the Achilles, for your money, is Kawhi Leonard the best player in the world?
Great question. I know one player, the Greek Freak, might have something to say about that. No less than Michael Jordan himself called Kawhi the best two-way player in the game. That's a very strong endorsement from MJ.
Morris passes to Zubac, and the dunk by Zubac.
Beautiful location on the pass, as usual. Led his man perfectly.
And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Mavericks. That one goes in for him, too, making it look easy. He's now 4 for 4.
And certainly not lacking in confidence. When Doncic gets these inside looks, he just jumps all over.
Here's George, and it's George finishing it off.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping him.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
That's a big-time move and a big-time finish.
Doncic left side. And the dunk by Doncic.
Has the vertical needed to dunk it. Doncic showing off the power and flair that he possesses.
And they go to the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. Here's Mann. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
Yeah, I'd say that shot is well within his range.
I would hope so. There's 53 seconds left here in the first quarter. Here's Brunson. Cauley-Stein trying to free himself up. Brunson, good.
They are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Jackson finds Kennard. Here's the three. It's not going to go for him. And it's Dallas the other way. It's Hardaway with the drive. It's up and it's off the mark. He's 0 for 1. Clippers trail by 4. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. And it gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up.
At that time, the defender a little out of control. Serge Ibaka wily enough to draw the foul.
He hits one and misses one, each at the line. The Mavericks have gone 7 of 9 from the field. A really nice start offensively for them. Powell, the pass to Brunson. Oh, and he's going up for the alley-oop here.
Oh, and just a soft touch on both ends of that pretty alley-oop.
I got to say, when he threw the pass, I didn't know where it was going. Kennard for 3. That one, no good. It's been all about Luka Doncic for Dallas. He comes. Earlier tonight, we spoke with Paul George about how they've integrated.
Everybody has a chip on their shoulder.
Greg, that last point is key. This team plays lockdown defense.
And that's a big part of their identity. Most teams talk about being well-balanced. This team lives it.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen here, guys, from the Mavericks.
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Especially at the start. You want to get something positive going and establish your rhythm.
Here are the 5 the Clippers have to start the second. Kennard is out there with Rajon Rondo. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. Then there's Batum. And it's Mann in at the 3 slot.
Missing that one helps out all the analytical guys from the mid-range.
Here's Rondo. Right side, Batum. A 3 from Leonard. Rebounded by Hardaway. Mavericks leading by 7. Ahead. And Los Angeles guys shooting the ball at 42%. The shot's good from Kennard.
Can't let Kennard get this close. Once you do, he's going up with it.
And here's Brunson. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
Rondo looking over the floor. From past the arc. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Here's Richardson. No good on that one. The Clippers go the other way with it.
And guys, even though he's in a big market, Kawhi Leonard still not one for the spotlight.
That is so true. It's not about the fame for him. He's in L.A., but Kawhi Leonard stays in his bubble. All the trappings that come with being a great player.
And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. Greg, you were a physical, defensive-minded player. What are your thoughts on how closely the game is called now as opposed to when you played?
It is, Kevin, and yeah, some people like the physicality of the era I played in, but, you know, I like the beauty of the game with the spacing and the freedom of movement, and I think that's one reason why you see so much switching. It's hard to fight through screens without fouling, and ball handlers have become experts at drawing contact, even if it's, you know, incidental. And I think that's just an area where the game has changed so much that that ability to play in space is so vital.
And then Leonard with the dunk.
And you see Kawhi's hustle in transition, always putting himself in position to succeed.
To the right side. Dallas moving it around. Doncic against George. Doncic outside. Pass to Finney-Smith. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. Clippers trail by 3. Some firepower from this offense tonight.
Yeah, they got a nice groove going right now offensively.
Fires from 18. That one a little long.
Missed opportunity, wide open from mid-range. He would love to get that one back.
Leonard with the steal. And here again, Los Angeles in transition. Up the court they go. And George gets it to go.
We know Beverly's ability as a defender, but don't underestimate his ability as a distributor. He has good vision.
Doncic passes to Marjanovic. Brunson kicks to Doncic. And it's a defensive 3-second violation. For Dallas, they have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both. And so he hits the technical free throw.
And at 7-3, Porzingis could have been just another big, but he defies expectations. He's got such an impressive array of abilities.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Willie Cauley-Stein comes in for Marjanovic. And it's Richardson in for Jalen Brunson. Here's Doncic. Here's Cauley-Stein. And the rejection by Zubac. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Zubac. Hardaway's checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And a switch here also for the Clippers. Luke Kennard, he's checked in for Kawhi Leonard. But they recover it. Pass to Porzingis. Knocks it loose. Cauley-Stein passes to Porzingis. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Showing why he's an elite talent. Porzingis making difficult physical finishes look effortless.
Mavericks making a switch here. Ellie's checked in.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
Here's Mann outside for Batum. And there's the pass to Kennard. The 3. No good on the shot. Buried from outside. But I don't know. No, I think we may see a review here. That was pretty close. And we are not going to halftime just yet. Officials signaling they are going to review the tape.
Yeah.
Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for this.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
It is a good game we have here. Luka Doncic had a huge first quarter. He had 11 points and 1 assist. And Kenny, what are your thoughts on how Dallas played?
They put a strong...
And
second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game that's been so far. You have to like what you're seeing from Luka Doncic.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last 2 quarters.
Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up for the second half. On the floor right now for the Mavericks. Maxi Kleber is out there with Powell. Then there's Hardaway. Then it's Jalen Brunson. And it's Cauley Stein in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Los Angeles shooting their 3rd free throw attempt of the game.
He's an NBA champion and Finals MVP in 2014. Kawhi continues to impact the game at the highest level.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Flexing at the rack, Leonard doing what he can to fire up his teammates.
Doncic outside. Outside, Porzingis. Back to Doncic. And he uses the glass on the layup. Doncic has got 13.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Listen, put the ball in the hands of your best scorers and let them go to work. Keep it simple. This is the shot you want right at the rim. He just couldn't deliver.
Richardson the pass to Porzingis. And it's sent back by George.
Not going to be Paul George with that move. He's too long and too talented of a defender.
Leonard. Mavericks with the rebound. Porzingis has got his 4th rebound in this one. Richardson gets a wide open look. Off target from outside.
And yeah, that old adage about being too wide open, not a thing. He just missed it. Very cold start to the second half. 1 for 5, looking for some continuity.
Finney Smith passes to Porzingis. Dallas, no good that time either. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. Trailing by 5. Got that bucket in no time at all. George has got his 3rd basket of the night.
Always a threat to get to the rim. This time, Paul George pulls up and buries it.
And Doncic, here we go. Good work there as it goes.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Now George. 6 points for him. Morris outside. Back to George. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Here's Leonard. Misses off the right iron. Mavericks leading by 5. Porzingis finds Marjanovic. Beverly against Richardson. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Stolen by Zubac. Here's Leonard. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
And that's such good work to make this a 1-possession game. Terrific steal to get it all started.
Just over 3.5 minutes through the 3rd quarter of play now. No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. No good from outside. One-on-one here. And the shot is good. The Maverick lead has been cut to just 1 point on the basket from Paul George.
And this is how you score in transition. And Paul George, you just have to appreciate his hustle.
The drive by Doncic. And the rejection by Zubac. Doncic against George. And it's Doncic missing.
And all quarter long, it's been the same story. Inconsistent with this offense.
So both teams changing it up here. Hardaway against Kennard. For the lead. That one's not going to go. So the Mavericks will take it the other way. It's Hardaway with the drive. Here's Cauley Stein. Misses from close range. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. And Kennard wide open. He shoots. Connects from three-point range. Kennard's got 5.
We've seen Kennard steadily increase his three-point shots. Terrific accuracy here.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
The Mavericks have gone 3 of 4 at the free throw line tonight. He's off on the second. That's a 2 from Kennard. With 2 seconds left, and the layup good by Batum. Batum's got the lead up to 4 now for the Clippers.
And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Reason why, lack of focus, lack of communication, which led.
And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Clippers ahead. Ending the third quarter on a 14-4 run. And we'll get going after this from the American Airlines Center. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the two-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or two when he needs to.
Whatever the offense requires, that has to be your mindset. Always thinking team first.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. So for the Clippers right now, Rajon Rondo is out there with Kennard. Then it's Ivica Zubac. Then it's Marcus Morris. And it's man in at the 3, the small forward. Brunson against Rondo. Stolen by Zubac. And we have an intentional foul there, G.A. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Here's what the Clippers are going with right now. Serge Ibaka, he's checked in for Zubac. Batum comes in for Marcus Morris. And Reggie Jackson subbed in for Rajon Rondo. Ibaka for 3. Porzingis with the rebound. Porzingis has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Belly, nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
Yeah, nothing too fancy. Just getting the job done when they need to make every possession count.
Now here's Jackson. Ibaka. This is to Jackson. Back to Ibaka. And Ibaka slams it in.
That's the leadership they're looking for from Jackson. Staying patient, surveying the court, locates the open man.
Brunson against Jackson. Now here's Brunson. Defense is right there. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Clippers leading by 4. Jackson with it. Launches a 3. Offensive rebound. The tray. And it's Melly with the rebound.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Out to Hardaway. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Richardson attacking. Passes to Porzingis. 6 on the shot clock. Out to the wing. Jackson against Brunson. Misses from short range. And now they decide to foul intentionally. A different look for Dallas. Marjanovic checked in for Melly. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Hardaway. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Jalen Brunson. From deep, George. And that one is off. Good work defensively by Richardson. And there's the call on Patrick Beverly. That's foul number 2 for him. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Doncic outside. And the dunk by Doncic.
How about the poise from Doncic right there? He ups the ante when it's a critical possession here in the game.
And Beverly kicks to George. Kicks it out to Leonard. Pass to Beverly. It's good. Beverly's got his first points of the game.
Patrick Beverly plays with a scorer's mentality, takes the opportunity to step up.
Up top, Doncic, defended by George. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Clearly a foul.
Good on the first, and that narrows the lead down to just 3.
Yeah, the versatility and competitive fire of Doncic is impressive. You can just tell this kid loves to play the game.
Tight ball game. Who do you want at the charity stripe? This guy.
Leonard looking around. Here's Zubac, and the dunk by Zubac.
Coming off the screen, Kawhi attracts so much defensive attention. Hard to throw a blanket over the roller at the same time.
Here's Doncic. Trying to get open is Marjanovic. Doncic, no good. And here we go with Morris. Running it up the court. And an intentional foul right there. .110 left in the fourth quarter. Outside, George.
Defensively, I'm impressed with Richardson. The ability to move his feet and match up against a variety of positions.
Gallus again missing.
And that shot isn't the one they should be taking if they want to make this comeback happen.
And he gets the coach's challenge has been issued. Close game like this, down to the wire. This is what it's for.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They have decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
During that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear Rick Carlisle's message to his team. He told them they have to keep fighting. He said, hey, look, we're right here, but we can't make mistakes. You got to be aggressive and smart. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
And so he drops them both. It's a 5-point game.
Tremendous showing of confidence by getting those 2 to fall.
Pass to Finney-Smith. And here is Marjanovic. Doncic outside. Yes!
Incredible. Doncic decides he wants to take over, and that's his personality. He comes up with the goods on that one.
The pass to George. Outside Leonard. From deep. From beyond the arc, and then some.
Trying to ice this one. Kawhi showing his evolution as a closer.
So the Clippers with the win. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight. Sure is. Thanks, D.A. Now let's take a look at Denver's opening lineup. They've got Bol. Bill Barton is out there with Murray. And it's Nikola Jokic. And it's Porter in at the 3 spot. And for the Mavericks, Marjanovic is out there with Porzingis. Then it's Josh Richardson. Then there's Luka Doncic. And it's Finney Smith in at the 3, the small forward.
Well, you don't see bigs with Jokic's skill level very often. His athleticism, very average, but he still can throw it down if he has to.
Now, here's Doncic. And he makes good on the layup. Well, this seems to be a game that could be very tactical, Greg. Both teams relying on execution in the half court.
And, Kevin, you're going to see a lot of ball movement and body movement, and you can't just stand around and watch one guy go to work. I think that puts so much pressure on the defense with how the game is played.
And an emphasis on coaching, too.
Yes.
Tough shot that time by Jokic, finishing through contact. Great display of power and strength.
About a minute played so far here in the first. And Doncic throws it down.
It puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, G.A. He really does put pressure on you.
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
Second shot opportunity. Pass to Murray. Denver passing it around. Jokic with it. He's picked up by Doncic. And it's Jokic missing.
Very surprising that he came away empty there, especially given room to operate.
Here's Finney Smith. Marjanovic kicks to Doncic. A second chance effort. He lays it in. Doncic has got 6.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
The Mavericks have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game.
And drafted with the 41st pick back in 2014. How about this, Jokic, the definition of a sleeper pick. He was actually asleep when the Nuggets drafted him.
The story goes on that his brother called him up trying to congratulate him, and Nico hung up in his face. How about that? Didn't hear the news until the next morning. He certainly has a different way of going about things, but there's no denying he's got a lot of game, and it's fun to watch.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Here's Doncic, and it's sent back by Jokic.
You know, this is what we've seen Jokic do every night. I mean, he puts himself in position to make an impact on the game.
And, guys, if there's an X factor for this Nuggets team moving forward, it might be the young man, Michael Porter Jr. Talk about his potential. It could be as high as anybody on that roster.
Yeah, I concur with you there, Greg. I mean, you look at this kid, he's got a great shooting touch and really good scoring instincts that you don't see very often. Extremely gifted. They brought him along slowly, which is the wise thing to do. And if he can come on and realize his potential, he could take him to another level for sure.
And it's Rivers with the ball. He brings it up for the Denver Nuggets. And a wide open look for Porter. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. The Mavericks trailing. Here's Melly. Uses both hands to slam it down.
Yeah, Josh Richardson is just not a scorer and defender, folks. He can pass it, too.
Here's Morris. 1:30 left to play in the first quarter. Pass to Millsap. For Dallas, they've gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 62%. Powell with it. He's picked up by Millsap. Powell, that's good.
Boy, very easy that time for Powell. He's not going to miss that one.
For Denver, they've gone 4 for 9 from the field to start this game off. Here's Morris. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Here's Brunson. No points in the game yet for him.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
A different look for Dallas. Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Melly. And it's Maxi Kleber in for Josh Richardson. Jamal Murray, he's checked in for the Nuggets. Now here's Murray. Outside Millsap. That one wide left.
Boy, the defense got lucky there with him missing it. But they don't want to chance that again.
The Mavericks shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws.
You know, I think we all know that Hardaway Jr. is a really good scorer. I mean, the next step for him is improving defensively.
Now here's Murray. That shot missing. Cauley-Stein with the defensive effort. Here's the break. Here's Hardaway. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this league.
Quality looks they're getting, and they're capitalizing on them, guys. They have to be happy with this start offensively.
Got a piece of it. And that's out of bounds. Dallas will retain possession.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
And so it's the Dallas Mavericks with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Mavericks.
With the aggression they're showing early on, I mean, they're driving it to the hoop with authority and force.
Yeah, also something I like out of them so far, they're throwing their bodies around in the paint, and the physicality is taking its toll.
So on the floor for Denver, we've got Aaron Gordon. JaVale McGee is out there with Paul Millsap. Then there's Austin Rivers. And it's Morris in at the point guard.
You know, all McGee needs, guys, is good positioning. Once he has that, dunking the ball is elementary.
Here's Brunson. Passes it to Finney-Smith. Here's Cauley-Stein. Good work defensively by Millsap.
Well, you know, this is what happens. You can't afford to lose concentration even for a nanosecond.
Rivers can't get it to go.
You know, he's not a knockdown shooter from there, but when you're that uncovered, you almost are forced to take it.
And where Finney-Smith really made strides last season, his consistency from range.
And you know, Greg, it was really his defense, the work ethic he brings, the effort level. I mean, that's always been there. I watched this kid play in college, and that's always been part of his package. But as an NBA wing, you've got to be able to knock down shots and help space the floor if you want to find your way into the lineup. And to Finney-Smith's credit, he's done that and has become a valuable part of the rotation.
And it's Gordon missing. Mavericks leading by 6. And that one's good. Doncic has got 10.
Well, you look at Doncic, so confident, even from this area. He knows he can make it happen.
Rivers finds McGee. Back to Rivers. That one, no good. Now Dallas takes it the other way. Millsap with the steal. No one around, and the layup is good. Millsap's got his first 2 points.
And made possible by a heads-up play defensively at the other end.
Morris against Doncic. Stolen by McGee. Gordon the pass to McGee. Denver passing it around. Morris dishes to Rivers. The pass to McGee. Back to Rivers. Morris outside. 4 on the clock. With the shot. That misses off the backboard.
He's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. He has got to knock those down.
Dallas making a switch here. Richardson's checked in. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. It's Richardson on the wing. Here's Doncic. Pass to Finney-Smith. Now Porzingis. Another shot. And he sinks the layup. Porzingis has got the lead up to 8 now for Dallas.
Boy, you know, guys, the combination of strength and height for Porzingis allowing him to take on physical defense much better.
Jokic passes to Rivers. Jokic inside. Guarded by Marjanovic. And the shot goes down. Bulls got his second basket.
The towering presence that is Ball. Good at staying active and going after those offensive rebounds.
The drive by Doncic. Pass to Marjanovic. And he's fouled pretty hard on that. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Well, doing a little bit of everything. Millsap, terrific at moving the ball, sensing when a teammate has a good look. It doesn't stick with him.
Here's Brunson. McGee with the block. And here's the fast break. Millsap leading the way. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Marjanovic checked in for Melly. And Dorian Finney-Smith subbed in for Jalen Brunson. Doncic with it. He's picked up by Millsap. Doncic with the bucket. Doncic has got 6 in the quarter.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Murray the pass to Porter. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Porter's got 8.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Barton against Richardson. The kick out to Porter. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And, you know, when Porter Jr. is healthy, I mean, he's got a lot of game. This guy is versatile. He's got good size. He's a multi-dimensional talent.
And Porter drops them both. 11 seconds left in the first half. Near the three-point line, it's Doncic. Misses the wing J. It'll count. No good on the last second attempt there. And that'll do it. Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to see you. Luka Doncic has been the story in this one. He had 14 points. And that'll about do it.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. You know, Luka Doncic has been exceptional here, guys.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. On the floor for Dallas, we've got Hardaway. Dwight Powell is out there with Maxi Kleber. Then there's Cauley Stein, and it's Brunson in at the point. And it's Murray with the jam.
Nice to see Murray take it strong to the rack. Pretty good finisher he is inside.
And he commits the intentional foul. Hey, Greg, if you could coach one team right now, who would it be?
That's a tough one. Clippers, Lakers, Bucks. You know what? I would probably go Lakers or Bucks because you would have an opportunity to coach someone who arguably might be considered the best to ever play the game. Because I think Giannis is trending in that direction, and LeBron obviously already is.
How about a guy like Kemba Walker and coaching the Celtics, having him to do what you want to do on the floor?
Oh, he'd be brilliant. And
yeah.
Kemba, one of the most underrated leaders in our game. Great, great human being.
And denied. He sends it right off the glass.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game.
Porzingis looking it over. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on Jokic.
You know, all that size and length there. When Porzingis is using his body like this, I mean, it forces the defense to be aggressive.
And the Nuggets making a change here. Green's checked in.
Free throw shooting is about mechanics, confidence, and your mental approach. He's locked in from there most every night.
Doncic with the block.
Yeah, the defense of Doncic looking a lot better. I mean, when he works hard at that end of the floor, he can get up and block some shots, too. Not a lot of them, but he can block a few.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
Martin's checked in for Bull. To the inside. Porzingis with the steal. And even 3-on-3 break. Here's Finney-Smith. But they'll get another chance. Doncic finds Richardson. Dallas moving the ball around. On the wing, Doncic. Tries again. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Well, I tell you what, Doncic plays with really good energy and awareness. But also, he's got a quiet physicality to him, and he doesn't mind being bumped around when he's trying to score.
All free throws good from Doncic. And so here's Denver. They trail by 6. Morris looking over the floor. Can they get it? Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Thompson with it. Outside Hardaway. Cauley Stein trying to free himself up. Hardaway, no good. The Nuggets trail by 4. Out to Morris from deep. It's rebounded by Brunson.
You know, defensively, you just can't afford to give him that much room. They're fortunate that he missed that one.
Right around 3 minutes into the second half. Up and in on the layup. And the Mavericks lead by 6. And Morris has got the ball here for the Denver Nuggets. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Morris has got 4 points now in the quarter.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded-out game.
Morris against Brunson. He feeds it to Hardaway. Lays it up off the glass.
Excellent quickness that time by Hardaway. Allows him to do work inside.
The Nuggets trail by 6. Rivers kicks to Millsap. Morris dishes to Millsap. The Mavericks have gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the third. Passes it to Powell. Out to the right wing. Brunson with it. The putback. Paul Millsap with the rebound. Nuggets have gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. That shot misses. Cauley Stein with the defensive effort. Millsap with the steal. And it's Gordon with the finish.
Hey, listen, Gordon once jumped over a mascot while putting the ball under his legs in a dunk contest. I mean, he's one of the most ridiculous athletes and dunkers we have in the game.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Cauley Stein trying to free himself up. Brunson, good. Brunson's got 6.
I like the play call. Very solid, making perfect use of the pick to get a great look.
Outside for Millsap. Back to Morris. Here's McGee. It's tipped. And so it's Dallas with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. And they've done a 3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. And here is Doncic. And Denver will start the fourth quarter with. Cole is out there with Jokic. Then there's Murray. Then it's Porter. And it's Barton in at the shooting guard.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
No misses yet. You can't do much better than that, guys.
And the second free throw, good.
Boy, Doncic plays with such an edge and attitude, and I think it endears him to his teammates and gives them confidence.
And it's Murray with the jam.
That should give him a nice little jolt.
Yeah, it has to. They need a jolt, GA.
And, you know, that's exactly what happens when you don't settle. That's the result. Tremendous effort and a big-time finish there.
And it's Doncic missing. The Nuggets trail by 5. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there. I don't like that decision there on the entry pass. Not with the defender right there ready to pick it off.
Tell you what, for a young player, Doncic has already shown tremendous skill and feel for the game. Beautiful floor awareness there.
Porter passes to Bull. On the money with the shot from the left block.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
The drive by Doncic. And that one, good.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Barton kicks to Porter. Here's Jokic. Porzingis with the rebound. Porzingis has got his 4th rebound in this one. A nice shot by Melli. And it's a 9-point Maverick lead. For Denver, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Here's Murray. He can't get that one. Nice D from Doncic. For Dallas, they've gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. The Nuggets trail by 9. And the Nuggets pushing it up now and finished off by Porter.
A high-level athlete with great run and jump ability. Porter finishes well in transition.
Now, here's Doncic. And he banks in the layup. Doncic has got the lead up to 9 now for Dallas.
Doncic is able to blow by opponents and make them pay. Even though he's not the greatest athlete, he's sneaky quick.
Murray, the pass to Jokic. Count that bucket.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Now, Doncic. There's the pass to Melli. Back to Doncic. And the dunk by Doncic.
Par for the course for Luka Doncic. Just one of those games where he's got it on cruise control.
Barton kicks the ball. Murray outside. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. The drive by Doncic. Pass to Melli. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Shot clock at 6. And it's denied.
And that massive wingspan coming into play there. Ball uses it to perfection to block shots.
How about the big-time clutch basket from Jokic? No backup in him, despite the major pressure.
Doncic against Murray. The drive by Doncic. Melli passes to Doncic. And it's Denver with the rebound. Here's Porter. It counts. What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
Just refusing to back down when the spotlight's brightest. Porter outstanding at taking over here in the clutch.
Here's Doncic. Count it.
How impressive is Doncic? This guy is incredible at stepping up in big moments.
Murray for 3. Nice D from Doncic.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
That's tipped. Murray for 3. Ball kicks to Jokic. It drops.
Jokic has such nice instincts for a big guy. Knows exactly when to shoot off the catch.
Porter with the steal. So a close game sees Dallas taking this one. That was a thank you, David. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. Soaring high above the Willamette. Now a look at Dallas's starting lineup. Porzingis is out there with Marjanovic. Then there's Richardson. Then there's Doncic. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3. And for Portland, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Nurkic is out there with Giles. And it's Covington in at the small forward position. Now here's Doncic. And he lays it straight in. Tonight, Greg, two teams with a lot of history that know each other very, very well.
And sometimes familiarity breeds contempt. Yeah. And that goes for the players, coaches, and fans. This one might get heated.
I'm sure you felt that way many times when you play.
Almost every time I took the field.
Good.
You literally want to dislike your opponent.
Such a big body down there. Nurkic battling.
Doncic passes to Marjanovic. Kicks it to Richardson. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
We've played just over a minute here in the first. Lillard looking around. Offensive rebound.
Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And you know, when you have that gentle touch, those tip-ins are easy to come by. Now, here's Doncic. And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. Makes it off the glass.
Creative at finding ways to just cut inside there. Doncic, a guy you must keep your eyes on.
And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
Yeah, a quick little lean like that is going to get the ref's attention. Foul call.
A three-pointer off the mark.
Well, the D really getting away with one there. No one on him, and that's going to be good 9 out of 10 times.
And the basket by McCollum.
Well, the coach has confidence in CJ taking that shot, and so CJ has confidence in making it.
For Dallas, they've gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Outside, Porzingis. Marjanovic kicks to Doncic. And the dunk by Doncic.
Gives the team such a great element having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Like to see that assertiveness, especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate your offense.
Here's Nurkic. The Mavericks making the shot. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Lillard, and Portland again with the bucket.
Nurkic getting more and more comfortable at finding the open men on this team.
Inside, out to Porzingis. Back to Marjanovic. Porzingis at the elbow. Doncic against Covington. And Doncic throws it down.
Has the vertical needed to dunk it. Doncic showing off the power and flair that he possesses.
Lillard outside. A 3 from McCollum. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Outside, Porzingis. And they go to the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. Hardaway against Powell. In the corner, it's Kleber. Dallas, no good that time either.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Here's Anthony. Second shot opportunity. Puts up a three. And another three for Portland.
Melo not afraid to pull the trigger from deep, that time for three.
And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for the Mavericks. Trailing by 4. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
40 seconds left here in the opening quarter. And here is Powell. 5 on the clock. And another three for Portland.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
Here's Brunson, the shake. He takes it up and lays it in.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
Here's Simons. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. From deep three-point range, that shot is off. Well, it's been a high-scoring competitive game through the first quarter of play. Trailblazers out in front, leading by 3. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter after this.
I don't fear nobody.
And if Lillard's proved anything to us, Greg, in his career, you know he loves a challenge.
One of the premier big shot makers in this game. I don't know if there's anyone you'd rather give the ball to in crunch time.
And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far in the scoreboard. And looking at what we've seen so far from the Trailblazers guys, what do you think?
Just cashing in on second chance opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
Working the offensive glass that sometimes comes from predictable shots from your offense, and they've been opportunistic here.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going.
3
on the floor for Dallas. We've got Josh Richardson. He's out there with Jalen Brunson. Hardaway is out there with Dwight Powell. And it's Melly in at the power forward. Here's what Portland's going with right now. Yusuf Nurkic. He's checked in for Cantor. Harry Giles comes in for Zach Collins. Robert Covington's checked in for Anthony. And Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simons.
Yeah, this is the kind of shot selection that you got to be on board with Lillard. Tenacious scorer, but I love the efficient opportunity there.
Powell, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Lillard dishes to Nurkic, and the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Marjanovic checked in for Dwight Powell. Porzingis is coming in for Nicolo Melli. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Jalen Brunson. Mavericks trail by 3. We're closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second quarter. And the dunk by Doncic. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video reviews showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Lillard finds McCollum. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far.
Well, he's a guy they count on to produce from the mid-range. He doesn't miss too many open looks from there.
Well, it seems like every year, Greg, we see some incredible new players come to the NBA, and they are welcome with open arms. Their style of play is so terrific.
No doubt about it. You know, guys like John Moran, I think he's got a chance to be one of the greats. And any list about the future of the NBA has to include Luka Doncic. I don't know if there's a better basketball talent than that young man. And, you know, let's not forget about Devin Booker out in Phoenix as well. A terrific, terrific player.
3 terrific kids. You're right. Doncic outside. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
His touches left him in this quarter. Nowhere close to the kind of output they need from him.
And so it's Porzingis. He'll bring it up for the Mavericks. Their defense has only allowed 4 points in the quarter.
Well, if he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started.
Lillard, the pass to McCollum. Again, McCollum missing.
Not his best night from the field, but looking for other ways and finding them so he can chip in.
Trailblazers have gone only 2 of 7 from the field since the second quarter got underway. Here's Anthony. Kicks it out to McCollum. Marjanovic against Lillard. Second chance shot. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Man, at the point guard position, are you kidding me? Explosive scoring ability and body control. That results in a bucket and a free throw.
So for the Trailblazers, Cantor checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Collins comes in for Robert Covington. And it's Simons in for McCollum. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Marjanovic. Nicolo Melli comes in for Porzingis. Tim Hardaway Jr.'s checked in for Richardson. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Dorian Finney-Smith.
The defense tried, but Doncic gets through. Luka able to put a smooth release on the shot despite the contact.
36 seconds left to play here in the half. Here's Lillard, and Lillard throws it down.
Another reminder that Damian Lillard can be explosive, and we love it.
Up top, Doncic. Covered by Lillard. Doncic, no good. Trailblazers leading by 4. Boom, he jams it straight down.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. Here's Brunson. Oh, and he pops it off the glass. Wow. And that's the final possession with the nice defense. Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to see you back here on our halftime show. Well, actually, we can't see you, but you can see the first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. The period came to a close with them holding a 3-point lead. And that...
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. You have to like what you're seeing from Luka Doncic.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
Nurkic is out there with Giles. Then it's Robert Covington. Then there's C.J. McCollum. And it's Simons in at the 1 spot. So that's who Terry Stotts starts the second half with. Portland leading. And here's McCollum for 3. It's rebounded by Doncic. The putback.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Here's Simons. And there's the pass to Covington. Portland no good that time either.
And out of the gates here in this second half, they have not started well. 0 of 3.
Foul. That's good.
I like seeing Josh Richardson distribute the ball, especially when his teammates are wide open. That makes for an easy pass.
Here's Simons. Back to McCollum. Three-pointer. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Here's Richardson. The shot goes down and it gets this game back to even.
Not slowing Richardson down right now. Even when you rough him up, he's still finding ways to use his quickness and score the basketball.
Pass to Simons. And McCollum launches it from deep. No good on the triple.
Not a whole lot going down for him at this point. He just can't buy a break.
And now we've got the intentional foul. And the Mavericks with some changes. Porzingis, he's checked in for Dwight Powell. And Dorian Finney-Smith subbed in for Maxi Kleber. Passes it to Porzingis. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That's on Enes Kanter.
Yeah, Porzingis gets an angle like that. Once he gets by you, there's just really no way to get to him other than fouling him. So good job attacking this time.
Greg, as a young player, one of your mentors was Patrick Ewing. How valuable was that to have that kind of guy tutoring you, mentoring you as you were just getting in the NBA?
I'll tell you, he was the consummate professional and really an incredible leader by example. This guy spent infinite amount of hours in the gym in the offseason honing his craft. First on the floor, last to leave it throughout his professional career. And that's something he had in common with all the truly greats who ever played the game. Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
Pass to Kanter. Outside Anthony. He kicks it to Powell. Portland moving the ball around. Kanter's shot is off. For Dallas, they've gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the third. And so they foul intentionally. So for the Trailblazers, Robert Covington's checked in for Anthony. And it's Simons in for Damian Lillard. Here's Doncic. The pass to Marjanovic. Richardson outside. Pass to Marjanovic. Richardson against Powell. Moves back up. And Marjanovic with the layup. Marjanovic has got the lead up to 3 now for Dallas.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Simons, the pass to Collins. Here's Simons. The 9-footer's on the mark. Now Doncic, 14 points for him. There's 57 seconds left to play here in the third. Pass to Marjanovic. Now here's Porzingis. Good. Porzingis has got 6 points.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Powell with it. 34 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. For the tie, it's rebounded by Doncic.
Ooh, he missed an easy chance to put some points on the board. He won't get a much better look at that kind of shot again here probably tonight. When a player gets a feel for that floater, it can really make things tough on defenders. You're just not sure how to guard him and where your point of commitment is.
And it's Simons missing.
We're not going to see that very often. The defense in the vicinity, but still, he's not one to blow layups. That's a shocker there. Did not expect him to miss from that range. He's got to be shooting close to 60% from there.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Dallas leading by 5. On the floor for Dallas starting the fourth quarter here. We've got Jalen Brunson. He's out there with Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Melly in at the 4 spot. And now Lillard running the floor all by himself.
Good hands by Lillard. You cannot get lazy or he'll pick your pocket and go the other way.
And here's Brunson. And the layup's good off the glass. And the Mavericks lead by 5.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
Here's Lillard. There he goes.
You don't want to be jumping on a play like that. No. Wow, he was up there, Kevin. Yeah, all night long he's just been on it. He's feeling it, and Lillard will start to call his own number in some of these sets.
Pass to Melly. Poked away. Now Brunson. 6 to shoot.
I don't know how that one doesn't go in. Nice cushion between him and the defender.
And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Marjanovic checked in for Melly. Richardson comes in for Hardaway. And Doncic is subbed in for Jalen Brunson.
And great intensity here down the stretch. He's not one to shrink in the moment.
Now take a look at him. Locked in right now in this moment. Wants the ball in his hands and feels real comfortable with the shot he's taking.
That one drops for him.
And certainly not lacking in confidence. When Doncic gets these inside looks, he just jumps all over.
We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. Lillard outside. Plenty of space. Mavericks with the rebound. Marjanovic has got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Doncic with the bucket. Now it's a 5-point Dallas lead.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
Lillard against Doncic. And the basket is good. Got it. And, yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And now let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Luka Doncic.
Well, he's got his field goal percentage in the high 50s, and that says a lot about how well he's been able to kind of exploit the gaps in the defense. His motion, his ability to find open spots on the floor, you can definitely see the difference.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
During that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear Rick Carlisle's message to his team. And he's pushing them to empty the tank. He said, I know you're tired and it's been a tough game, but we can't hold back. If you're tired, come out. Otherwise, I want you full speed. Guys?
Thank you, David. You have to like what you're seeing from Luka Doncic.
They got to be using this timeout to think about a personnel change or a game plan change to try to slow him down.
That free throw good from Doncic.
Yeah, the versatility and competitive fire of Doncic is impressive. You can just tell this kid loves to play the game.
You might want to think twice before sending him to the line again. He gets locked in when the game gets close.
Nobody near Lillard. Portland again missing. Mavericks leading by 4. Here's Richardson. So it's Richardson with the jam.
I like to see Josh Richardson showing you he can get up and rattle the rim a little bit.
Lillard outside. Lets it go with a 3. Kicks it out to Jones. On the pass to Lillard. Jacks up a 3. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Lillard operating with smoothness there makes the defender overcommit, and when you're out of position, you end up fouling.
Boy, did they need those free throws to go down. They're definitely within striking distance.
Doncic passes to Marjanovic. Richardson dishes to Doncic. Yep, that one goes. Doncic has got the lead up to 6 now for Dallas.
Incredible. Doncic decides he wants to take over, and that's his personality. He comes up with the goods on that one.
Nurkic kicks to Covington. Lillard from outside. No good on that one. And it's Dallas the other way. And Enes Kanter picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. McCollum's checked in for Derek Jones. And so Doncic will bring it up for the Mavericks. Pass to Marjanovic. Richardson outside. Back to Marjanovic. Here's Doncic. Trying to get open is Marjanovic. Doncic, no good. And here are the Trailblazers. 6-point game. And the whistle blows as the basket counts, and a 3-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up.
And McCollum's pace hasn't changed even under pressure.
Free throw good. McCollum. Here's Doncic. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Guys, they're not going to be in any rush on this possession.
Not with the lead. Now's the time to burn some clock.
He dishes it to Richardson. Doncic passes to Richardson. Oh, wow. Unable to get a shot off in time, and they turn it over. A very unfortunate time there to pick up the shot clock violation. Now a timeout called by Portland. They're trailing by 3. 5 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Guys, what do you think?
And with this much time, they should be able to draw up a play and get themselves a decent look from the three-point line. Still, the D is going to be waiting for it in a contested 3. Never an easy shot.
So it's a narrow victory for the Mavericks, pulling out the W. All right, David, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
The Staples Center, downtown Los Angeles. And let's go.
Good evening, Kevin.
What a story. David, thank you. Now a look at Dallas's starting lineup. Doncic out there with Josh Richardson. And there's Porzingis. Then there's Marjanovic. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3. And for the Clippers, Ivica Zubac is out there with Morris. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Patrick Beverley. And it's George in at the shooting guard position. Off target with his 3. Porzingis looking it over. Shoots from the baseline. Can't hit that one. And the Clippers will go the other way with it. And even 3-on-3 break. Beverley the pass to Morris. From 7. They get it again. Zubac kicks to Morris. Passes to George. Shoots the 3. It's rebounded by Doncic.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Porzingis finds Richardson. Dallas moving it around. And Porzingis gets it to go on the assist by Richardson.
Give Josh credit, taking the challenge offensively, discipline, and that's a beautiful pass.
Pass to Zubac. Back to Beverley. Now the pass to Zubac. Just 5 to shoot. And here's George for 3. Knocks down the 3 ball.
You need guys who can stretch the floor or the offense doesn't flow. Paul George is one of the best at it.
Doncic outside. There's the 3. It's hauled in by Zubac. Clippers have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Excellent pass, PG-13, keeping his eyes up, using his vision.
Doncic looking it over. That's out of bounds. The Mavericks able to retain possession here. Here's Richardson. Pass to Finney-Smith. Back to Richardson. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. His shot was hindered by that momentous mobile 1 block.
Some intimidation right away. Got to show those shooters you're going to be there all night long.
George against Richardson. Now here's George. Tight defense on him. Off target with the free throw line, Jay.
You know what, though? They keep calling his number despite the difficult quarter he's had.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Morris right side. The Mavericks pull it in. On the wing, Doncic. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Leonard attacking. Misses in close.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
And the shot goes in from Kristaps Porzingis. Greg, as a point guard, what is it you like to see from that position on the floor?
I think first and foremost, leadership. It's so valuable at that spot. And, you know, you always got to have your head high because your teammates are feeding off what you put forth in terms of your body language and enthusiasm. So, you know, the typical stuff about organizing offense and setting the tone on the defensive end, that stuff's important as well. But so much of how you carry yourself out on the floor when you deal with adversity and you know that you're going to, it is really paramount.
Bringing the intensity on the glass. If Paul George is out there, he's going to give it his all.
Here's Doncic. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
You just love how reliable he is night in and night out. His offense is there.
And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles. And a new group getting ready for Dallas. Cauley Stein, he's checked in for Marjanovic. Mike Powell comes in for Porzingis. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And Tim Hardaway Jr. subbed in for Josh Richardson. Now here's Jackson. Passes it to Kennard. Outside, Batum. Back to Kennard for the three. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Doncic. .44 seconds left to play in the first. Jackson. The Mavericks pull it in.
Can't fault the play call. Even though he couldn't convert, that's a good shot.
And Cauley Stein throws it down.
And how about the vision there from Doncic? Can make the easy pass and also the difficult.
Now here's Jackson. Pass to Kennard. 19 seconds left in the first. Nothing that time. He's 0 for 2. Dallas has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. And here is Doncic. There's the triple. That one misses. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Mavericks lead by 2. We'll be back shortly live from Staples Center in downtown Los Angeles. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And what do you think, guys, about Dallas here in this one?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Yeah, they were very physical and very aggressive. They've just been the better team so far.
They've got Batum. Rajon Rondo is out there with Kennard. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's man in at the 3 slot. They're the group out there for the Clippers starting the second quarter. Rondo looking around. Lays it up off the glass.
Really admire the fact that Rondo is not afraid to go down there in the paint from time to time.
Now here's Brunson. Outside Hardaway. And Brunson has it in the corner. Clock at 6. Hardaway up top. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. The second chance effort and the rejection by Leonard.
Strong instincts and positioning. Kawhi read that shot all the way.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Kennard, the bounce pass. Here's Rondo. Count that one.
Nice job creating for the easy deuce.
And we're now about a minute and a half into the second quarter. Here's Brunson. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2. Now Rondo. Kicks it to Batum. The pass to Kennard. Fires the 3. It's rebounded by Dallas. Powell's got his 4th rebound in this one. Brunson up top. Kennard covering. Batum against Cauley Stein. Kawhi Leonard comes up with the rebound. Clippers trail by 4. Here's Kennard. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Trying to defend Kennard. You know he can hit shots with limited space. That helps him get you off balance.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. Greg, one of your former teammates, John Starks, would get under a guy's skin on the court. He's like a nuisance, but really opposite off the floor, away from the game.
I tell you, Kev, John's got a heart of gold, and anybody that knows him is going to be a fan of the person. John is as good a friend as I can ever recall having.
A platoon swap here for the Clippers. George, no good.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
And for those of you just joining us, we're in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by. Doncic passes to Porzingis. An easy 2 points on the layup. Porzingis has got the lead up to 4 now for Dallas.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Pass to Man. On the wing, George. Richardson cover. Here's Man. The rebound by Marjanovic. Marjanovic has got his 4th rebound in this one.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Here's George. Following the basket by Kristaps Porzingis. Jackson against Doncic. And the dunk by Jackson.
Quick off his feet, the long arms, easy jam for Jackson.
Mavericks leading by 4. Doncic with it. 55 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. George has got 7 points.
Good vision, good decision by Reggie. Pushing for a better shot, finds an open man.
And here is Doncic. Shot clock at 6. It drops for his second made shot of this game. An unimpressive 2 of 7, though.
And since the first quarter, we've seen them ease off on that long-range affair. And frankly, that's probably a good idea.
Now, here is George. He has 7. And the basket is good. He's got 9.
Smooth off the bounce with the strength to finish through contact. Paul George showing us how it's done.
So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. The first quarter for the Mavericks was fairly even. The deepest hole they got themselves into in the opening period was 3 points. They're in good position at the half. And that'll do it for our...
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Without question, George is displaying his skills today.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
This is his challenge, to continue to dominate, to help them try to close strong here in the second half.
Paul George is checked in for Kennard. Here's who Rick Carlisle is starting the second half with. Josh Richardson out there with Doncic. And there's Porzingis. And it's Melly in at the 4-man position. Richardson finds Doncic. No good. Shot missing. The Clippers trail. And now here's George, the fast break opportunity. He nails it. And we're tied up. George has got his team on the board first here in the second half for Los Angeles. And for the Mavericks, they're shooting 43% for the game. Doncic outside. Porzingis passes to Richardson. Doncic outside. Lob pass to Porzingis. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. It's tipped. Oh, and here comes Porzingis all alone. Melli passes to Porzingis. Dallas moving it around. No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. And the three off target.
This is the shot they wanted to get. Right guy, right spot, wrong result.
Now the Mavericks moving it up. Yes, that goes in.
And he's capable of scoring from anywhere, really. Doncic has a strong grasp here of the mid-range.
George dishes to Leonard. And then Leonard with the dunk.
Boy, you can see their confidence growing. They have reason to believe.
Yeah, the reason is they tied it up, but it took a lot of focus and a lot of energy. We'll see if they can sustain this effort.
Count it.
And he's such a polished shooter. You can't give Doncic these kinds of opportunities, or he's going to burn you.
And that's an intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Rajon Rondo's checked in for the Clippers. Then for the Mavericks, Marjanovic checked in for Melli. Hardaway comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Luka Doncic.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Zubats against Porzingis. Now here's Brunson. He's tightly guarded.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
But not every point guard can give you that, the ability to finish with that level of authority.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
And oh, that was close. He draws the foul. He'll shoot two. Around the free agent race last year, for your money, Greg, who would you have rather take? Kawhi and PG, Kevin Durant and Kyrie.
Oof. Well,
wow.
I tell you what, it's a tough call. You know, Kawhi's got a couple finals MVPs. KD's got a couple. Kyrie's got a ring. It's a tough call. I mean, PG is more than capable, man. I think it's a toss-up, partner.
I agree. Yeah, I'm going to agree with you.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
And Marjanovic with the slam.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Also, if you can't get stops at this point, it really doesn't matter what you do at the offensive end.
Richardson kicks to Marjanovic. Outside Hardaway. 2 points. That one goes.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Jackson passes to Kennard. There's 45 seconds left in the third. And Ibaka slams it in.
That's how you run pick and roll. Kennard's a smart player who's gotten better at creating for others.
Brunson against Jackson. And it goes down 2 points. Brunson's got the lead up to 7 now for Dallas.
He can do incredible things. He can also help you win by simply being reliable.
Kennard finds Jackson. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. To the middle. Back to Kennard. Fires the three. It's rebounded by Dallas. Marjanovic has got his 7th rebound here tonight. Brunson with a clean look. It's off. And so it's Dallas heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we... While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, you also have the location of the pass. Puts it right where it needs to be, where his man can do something with it.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store for us. All right, now a chance to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. 4th quarter action, all fueled up and ready to go. Setting the floor for the Clippers. They've got Kennard. Ivica Zubac is out there with Marcus Morris. Then it's Paul George, and it's Beverly in at the point.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
George looking around. It's good from long range.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
Here's Doncic. 4th quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. Passes it to Brunson. Over Beverly. Brunson the pass to Marjanovic. Basket good. And the Mavericks lead by 8.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
And so they choose to intentionally foul. Leonard, he's checked in for Luke Kennard. Then for the Mavericks, Porzingis comes in for Nicolo Melli. And it's Richardson in for Jalen Brunson.
Who's watching here?
And he drops in the layup off the glass.
I like seeing Patrick Beverly attack the interior. Sometimes he becomes too perimeter oriented.
Just about 1.5 minutes gone by here in the 4th. The drive by Doncic. Trying to get open is Marjanovic. Doncic, no good. Clippers trail by 6. And that one's good. Beverly.
You see the quickness of Beverly, blinding speed in the inside.
For Dallas, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the 4th quarter started. George against Doncic. Trying to get open is Marjanovic. And Doncic throws it down.
Has the vertical needed to dunk it. Doncic showing off the power and flair that he possesses.
Outside Leonard. Out to Morris. Lets it go from deep. It's rebounded by Dallas. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. And here we go. Porzingis. It's good on the putback.
And talk about persistence. Porzingis just being a bully on the offensive glass and punishing the opposition.
Now here is George. Hits it from 3-point range. George has got 6 points in the quarter.
Big points as the stakes rise, so does George's impact on the game.
Doncic against George. Doncic, no good. Clippers trail by 5. Down low, Leonard. Good work defensively by Richardson. And it's the Mavericks on the break. 1:43 left to play here in the 4th. Now, Doncic. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
And how about the balance of Doncic on that possession? Amazing at just absorbing the contact and still with the strength to finish.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles, Serge Ibaka has checked in for Zubac, and it's Batum in for Morris. And here's George for 3, and again Los Angeles with the triple.
And the three-point shot really has been their best friend here tonight.
He's been huge from deep. That's where he's done most of his damage. And if they need another 3, he'll be the guy.
Here's Finney-Smith. Doncic passes to Marjanovic. Here's Finney-Smith. He doesn't hit that one. Excellent D there from George. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
I mean, unbelievable. It's one thing to be talented, but Kawhi is clutch as well.
Doncic with it. Goes up from the top of the key. It's good.
And with that unique combination of size and skill, Porzingis is a dependable late-game scoring option.
Now, here's George. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. And here is Doncic. Out to Porzingis. Over to the wing. Dallas moving the ball around. Here's Marjanovic. And Marjanovic with the slam.
That's why you never quit battling on the offensive glass.
And that's a nice reward for his effort. The flush, perfect.
Working hard, beating everyone to the ball. He does this night in and night out.
So we see the Mavericks get the win here. Let's take a look at the starters for the Dallas Mavericks. They've got Porzingis, Doncic out there with Richardson. Then there's Marjanovic, and it's Finney-Smith in at the 3. And for the Nuggets, Cole is out there with Porter, and it's Nikola Jokic. Then it's Will Barton, and it's Murray in at the point guard position. Here's Doncic. Here's Marjanovic, out to Doncic. Here's Finney-Smith. That 3 off the mark. And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for the Denver Nuggets. And finished off by Porter.
And at 7'2", Bol has incredible vision, including noticing when his teammates are open.
Well, we know, Greg, that Jokic is such a unique talent at that center position. Young player, already top 10 in career triple-doubles.
How about the most triple-doubles ever by a foreign player? You think of the great skilled European big man. Jokic, arguably the most skilled of them all.
Here's Barton, following the score by Dallas. Murray outside. It's good, and he makes his first shot of the game.
And the confidence from Murray, just so efficient from the interior.
The drive by Doncic. And here's Denver. Jokic inside, guarded by Marjanovic. Porter kicks to Murray. 6 to shoot. Barton passes to Jokic. Nifty move. The rebound by Marjanovic. The Mavericks have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. From deep, Richardson. No good there. And it's Denver the other way.
Really just struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts with only 1 falling.
Jokic, and that one goes long.
And this is a shot he can definitely make, and the defense not a factor at all.
And Doncic throws it down.
This incredible confidence that Luka Doncic possesses, my goodness.
Murray kicks to Jokic. Another miss by Jokic. Dallas has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Here's Finney-Smith, guarded by Porter. Inside. Pass to Finney-Smith.
Well, put all that size to good use. Rip it off the backboard.
And pushing it up. Here's Denver. That's good from Porter on the assist by Barton. Greg, you were a feared ball hawk in your playing days, and I know you see similar players playing today.
No doubt about that, Kev. You know, Ben Simmons, a player at 6'10" with those hands. He's incredible to watch on that. And how about Fred VanVleet, though? He's a guy, they say he's 6'1". I don't know, but he gets into you and competes, man. And that's the beauty of our game. You know, you can be as big as the trees and have a major impact, or you can be one of those little fellas, as they like to call us, and be equally as effective on the floor.
Like the Chris Pauls, the Patrick Beverleys, there are a lot of those guys that play the ball like you did so well. Yeah, right. Great players. Hardaway against Rivers. In the corner, it's Richardson. Fires for 3. Millsap grabs the miss. Nuggets have gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. Morris into the lane. It's blocked. Out to Hardaway. Knocked loose. Richardson with it. Picked up by Rivers. Richardson the pass to Marjanovic. And Marjanovic with the slam.
And he wasn't about to do anything that would get him in trouble there.
Nope, up and in with a one-hand finish, the most basic possible. Outside Millsap. To the middle. Green, the pass to Millsap. Campazzo, Brunson covering. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
And with long arms and great strength, Millsap can make plays bigger than his actual size.
Marjanovic, great positioning on the putback.
And Kevin, they need to be consistent with their effort on the boards. You look at the box score, and they're at a definite disadvantage.
Now here's Millsap. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
The crafty veteran likes seeing Millsap be aggressive and really force the defense to get physical. Wow, what, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Cauley Stein, he's checked in for Josh Richardson, and Dwight Powell subbed in for Maxi Kleber. Now here's Marjanovic. He's got 6, 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Brunson, and they pick up 2.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Campazzo doesn't go for it. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Mavericks. And we caught up before the game with Nikola Jokic, who had a few thoughts.
Selfless. I mean, you need to put your...
Greg, there are areas of Jokic's game where he probably is the best in the world.
I can't think of a center with better floor vision or better passing ability. His positioning, his angles, his ability to use his size to maximize effectiveness, all at an elite level.
And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Mavericks?
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities on both ends.
And that's how they controlled the first quarter. I thought they were the much more physical team.
Paul Millsap out there with Green. Then there's Austin Rivers. Then there's Monte Morris. That's the group for Denver getting going here in the second. For the Nuggets, Jokic has checked in for Green. Martin comes in for Austin Rivers. And it's Jamal Murray in for Monte Morris. Then for the Mavericks, Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Marjanovic. And Doncic is subbed in for Jalen Brunson.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Marjanovic checked in for Cauley Stein. Porzingis comes in for Dwight Powell. And Josh Richardson subbed in for Hardaway.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
And Doncic was part of a draft day trade that so far seems to have worked out pretty well for both teams.
That's exactly right. Doncic, Greg, was selected by Atlanta with the 3rd pick. He was then quickly shipped to Dallas for the 5th overall pick, which turned into Trae Young, plus a future pick. Neither of these young men wasted any time putting their stamp on the NBA. I do think their futures will always be discussed in connection with the other.
And he gets it to go. Marjanovic has got the lead up to 3 now for the man.
Boy, when he's this deep, it's going to be tough to stop him, especially with a smaller defender.
Murray finds Jokic, fades away. And it's wide right, hits off the rim. And so Doncic will bring it up for Dallas. Richardson the pass to Doncic. The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Passes it to Porter. Doncic with the block.
Doncic known for his offense, but twice on the pipe. Send it back, young sir.
And out of bounds as the Nuggets gain possession.
That's a perfect example of why good hands are important in basketball. It just misread that pass completely.
Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for the Mavericks. And that one drops for him. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. The 3 for Doncic. Porter pulls it in.
Let's give some credit to the defense for how they're guarding this guy right now, because they're refusing to let him get comfortable.
Porzingis with the steal, knocked away, and stolen by Barton. Bol dishes to Murray. Porter passes to Bol. Outside for Murray. To the paint. Here's Jokic. Gets that one to drop. First one of the game after 4 straight misses.
And this is where Jokic is most comfortable. The closer he is to the rim, the more effective he becomes.
The drive by Doncic. And Doncic throws it down.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Boy, it's incredible how much explosive scoring ability can come from the lead guard position. That is a big-time play.
And love seeing Murray take it strong to the rack. A phenomenal finisher inside.
Here's Doncic. Throws it down. And, folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Outside for Millsap. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. Count it. Millsap's got 5 now.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Doncic feeling it out. And they double up Doncic. And there's the pass to Brunson. Back to Doncic. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's on JaVale McGee.
Luka Doncic is so clever. This guy able to draw the contact to get himself to the free throw line.
Big group substitution here for Denver. Jokic has checked in for JaVale McGee. Bol comes in for Paul Millsap. Porter's checked in for Aaron Gordon. And it's Jamal Murray in for Morris. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Dallas. Murray, the pass to Jokic. Shoots over Powell. That's in, and the Dallas lead is cut down to just 1 on the bucket from Jokic.
Sometimes he seems to be indestructible with the finishes he can make. Jokic is a force down low.
It's been all about Luka Doncic.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, and welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. Luka Doncic has been the story in this one. He had 14 points and that's going to...
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. You know, Luka Doncic has been exceptional here, guys.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And part of that has to do with his mindset. He has been looking to push the action at every opportunity, and he has been in attack mode all night.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. On the floor for Dallas, they've got Marjanovic. Richardson is out there with Doncic. And there's Porzingis. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3 spot. Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. Doncic. It's good. Doncic has got 16. Greg, if you go step in a time machine, what would you like and dislike about playing in this era at this time?
Well, no doubt about the tempo and the spacing. I think that more than anything allows for the true skill and artistry of the game to be on display. I probably wouldn't want to get switched onto Embiid down low. that wouldn't. I would probably dislike that and let it be known vociferously.
But I always pictured you as being fearless, like you would never turn down that kind of challenge.
I wouldn't turn it down publicly.
Nuggets trail. Murray dishes to Barton. Back to Murray. And it's Murray with the jam.
And the amazing athleticism of Murray just taking off towards the rim for the jam.
Here's Doncic. And Doncic throws it down. Guys, what a back and forth game this has been.
And that's already resulted in 7 lead changes.
Pass to Bol. Back to Murray. It's stolen by Marjanovic. Now the Mavericks moving it up. Here's Richardson. Lays it up and banks it in.
Great play calling, great execution. Leads to 4 for 4 to start this half.
The Nuggets trail by 3. Murray surveying the D. Pass to Jokic. Shot is good off the back rim and in. 6 points for him.
And just paying attention to the details and makes great reads offensively. Jokic is so comfortable with the catch and shoot.
He gets that one. And the Mavericks lead by 3.
Wow, 5 straight buckets coming out of half. They roll it. And if you're drawing up your starting 5 for team irrational confidence, Jamal Murray makes a strong case. This guy is fearless.
Well, you love the activity out there. What a play. This guy is busy on the offensive end.
Big group substitution here for Denver. JaVale McGee's checked in for Jokic. Millsap comes in for Bull. Aaron Gordon, who's checking in for Michael Porter. And it's Austin Rivers in for Barton. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Dwight Powell's checked in for Marjanovic. Maxi Kleber comes in for Porzingis. Hardaway's checked in for Josh Richardson. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Luka Doncic. And the Nuggets making a change here. Morris is checked in, and the shot goes in. And Murray, we know, can be streaky, Greg. Still mid-30% for his career from three-point range.
Of course, the degree of difficulty pretty high on a lot of his shots. Off the bounce with a hand in his face. And he's more than a shooter, a versatile scorer who can get it done in a variety of ways.
And those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Well, credit him for going for it, not settling, saying, I'm going to attack.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And when you watch Hardaway shoot, one thing that stands out, he has a very quick release.
And, Greg, that's what makes the jumper very tough to contest, especially when he's dialing it up from range. You have to stay connected to this guy defensively. It's not easy to do with the other weapons on this team.
Marjanovic checked in for the Mavericks. Porzingis comes in for Maxi Kleber. Millsap attacking, played in with a nice touch off the glass. Millsap's got 7 points.
And now this game's taken on a whole new feel since halftime.
What energy we're seeing. Something has lit a fire under both of these teams.
Brunson, no good. And so it's Rivers with it. He'll bring it up for Denver. Porzingis with the block.
This guy showing great potential as a rim protector. Porzingis a threat to block shots anywhere, anytime.
Brunson, good.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
For Denver, they've gone 7 of 9 from the field to start this second half. Some tremendous shooting from them. McGee in the corner. Denver passing it around. Morris into the lane. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Porzingis.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
Absolutely appreciate the effort, though. He really went after it. So close.
And Green gets it to go.
Well, the touch and the focus. What a pretty move in the lane.
Brunson scanning the floor. To the inside. Hardaway up top, covered by Morris. Hardaway kicks to Finney-Smith. Porter with a block.
And, you know, as he learns the game at this level, he's going to block more shots. Porter has the length and the ability to move his feet. And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
And here's Brunson. 6 points for him. Good if it goes.
And Millsap with the focus there defensively, just stretching out to bother the shot.
And at the close of the third quarter, still a and it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Michael Porter's out there at Bull. Then there's Jamal Murray. And it's Nikola Jokic. And it's Barton in at the 2-guard spot. That's the group in the game for the Nuggets. On offense, here are the Nuggets. And now they decide to foul intentionally. Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. And a new group getting ready for Dallas. Cauley Stein, he's checked in for Marjanovic. Mike Powell comes in for Porzingis. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Jalen Brunson. And Tim Hardaway Jr. subbed in for Josh Richardson. Gordon inside. Yep, that one goes in there.
There's a certain resiliency to this team, and you're starting to see it.
No doubt, keeping it very close. They're going to have to step up even more to get over the hump here.
And count it, the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
Boy, and the foul. Doncic has got great upper body strength, completes the play. Nicely done.
That free throw good from Doncic. And Denver has possession. They trail by 1. Here's Murray. Porter trying to free himself up.
You better come stronger than that. Cauley-Stein, a presence defensively.
Murray, good.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
Murray against Doncic, and he uses the glass on the layup. Doncic has got 27 points.
Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Boy, the tide is running one way and then shifts back in the other direction. I've lost count of how many lead changes we've had here tonight.
Passes it to Porter. Kicks it to Bull. And no good, trying to use the glass.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
It's good on the putback.
You have to love the intensity that Powell plays with on the glass, using that long body to track down those offensive boards.
And it's Murray penetrating. And the rejection by Cauley-Stein. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, GA. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Here's what Denver's going with right now. JaVale McGee comes in for Bull. And Morris subbed in for Barton. And then for Dallas, Marjanovic checked in for Cauley-Stein. Porzingis comes in for Dwight Powell. And it's Richardson in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And they double up Doncic. And stolen by Murray.
And you know what? The double team there, that quick hitter threw him for a loop there and forced the turnover. Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Boy, in a tight game like this, that can change the whole tone. It helps your opponent get into a little bit of a rhythm. Now, Luka Doncic loves the big moment, and he delivers.
Morris into the lane, and Morris throws it down.
Big hops from the backcourt.
Oh, absolutely. And maybe just what they need to get this game, GA, going in their direction.
Boy, as tight as this one is, that's a statement play saying, hey, listen, we're not here to back down from you guys. Embrace the spotlight, KP. Delivery in a big moment for Porzingis.
Murray against Doncic. Murray, good.
And the competitive nature of Murray making all the difference there, doing everything he can to rally his team.
Here's Doncic. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Yeah, easy call.
He drops the first one, and that will put them up by 2. Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one.
And really, if not for the miss, they'd be sitting in a much better position.
Morris with the bucket.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
I'll tell you, we have seen great execution from both teams. Neither one giving an inch here.
And Doncic gets it to go. Doncic has got 10 points in the quarter.
I'll tell you, Luka Doncic makes tough shots look easy. Boy, that close to the bucket through that much contact, nice.
And the rejection by Marjanovic. Doncic outside. 1:02 left in the fourth.
And that one sends the bench into a frenzy.
I'll tell you, these guys have worked so hard together. Everyone pulling in the same direction. Beautiful to watch.
Murray, the pass to McGee. Murray kicks the quarter. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. Jokic, no good. And here's the fast break. Here's Doncic. And Doncic throws it down.
Doncic relishes the opportunity to deliver in big moments, and my goodness, embrace the spotlight, young man.
But they get it back. Murray outside. Morris dishes to Murray. And the call up against Jokic. That's his first foul. Here's Doncic. Well, for the Mavericks, they can just run out the clock. The pass to Richardson. And it's Richardson slamming it down.
Adding to their advantage, trying to find a way to blow this one open.
One of the things they're doing is identifying favorable matchups and then going at them.
Here's Marjanovic. So we see the Mavericks get the win here. David, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks.